Bonjour tout le monde. Hello, everybody, and welcome to my live today where I'm going to teach you guys some French. So I'm going to be started in a few seconds, but first we're going to take this little mini commercial break and I will start the lesson right after. So see you guys in 25 seconds. And we're back. So yes, today we are going to do some French lessons. And again, as usual, my live won't be very long, but it will hopefully be just as enjoyable. So hopefully you guys are ready for some French lessons. And as usual, I'll be doing something a little bit different today, just so that you guys are still active and enjoying this and I'm not repeating the same thing over and over again every single time because that is a bit boring no matter who you are, no matter what you're doing. So just give me a second, guys. I'm just going to do one quick little thing here and then we're going to be able to start going on it. So just one moment, guys, here. And there we go. Just one more second, guys. Won't be long. So hello, hello, the king and queenie. Thank you for being here with me today on my live today. So we're going to start. All right. So today, as usual, we will be learning French. So let's get going here. All right, we're gonna go here. So of course, today we are going to start with the typical greeting that we all have when we greet somebody in French, which is, of course, this. Bonjour, comment ça va? Hello, how are you? Right? So, bonjour, comment ça va? Hello, how are you? And of course, the answer would be this. Je vais bien et toi? Je vais bien et toi? I'm very well, and you? Je vais bien et toi? So, we're going to, like I said, do something a little bit different. So, we're going to visit the Louvre together and learn some French and visit and see some of the art that is there. So, let's just get to that right now here, guys. So I'm going to show you guys the Google Maps first and foremost as to where the Louvre is exactly. So of course, this is the Louvre right here, and I'm just going to scroll out to show you where exactly the Louvre is. So of course, it is in Paris. So obviously, general city of Paris, right? And then getting out into France. So as you can see, it's in more of the north central part of France, right? And of course, we have Switzerland here, we got Germany, Belgium, Netherlands, all these other countries, Luxembourg, right? Liechtenstein, okay? Just so that you guys have a general idea as to where it is. Right? So, the official address is right there, Rue de Rivoli. Rivoli. So 75,001 in Paris 5. So 75,000. 75,000. 75. Huh? 75, huh? 75,001 Paris, France. Paris, France. And of course, Paris. Why is Paris named Paris? Paris is, of course, is a historical figure. He was the one that died for his love and fought for her, and this great love story. And of course, Paris is the city of love, and where big declarations of love are done. So we're going to go into the Louvre itself. Obviously, not right here, right now, but that's what we're going to do. Hello, hello, Pure Pondering. How are you? Thank you for being here. And hello, Estelle family. Thank you for being here. Yes, I'm having a great time, Pure Pondering. I'm glad you're listening to me while you're working. Hopefully, you're going to learn some French while you work as well. And I hope you have a great day at work or evening or whatever the case might be for you. And Estelle, I hope you're doing well as well. And I hope you're also going to be learning some French. So I'm going to do something a little bit different here. Like I said, I'm going to teach you guys some French while while we visit the city. Well, not the city, but the actual Louvre in Paris, France, together. And thank you guys for giving me the thumbs up and sharing my video. And I do hope that you guys enjoyed this little bit, a different way of doing French lessons. And guys, just a reminder, although I am teaching you guys, I am not officially a teacher. I'm just doing this for the fun of it. And, I figured I have a language skill, might as well teach you guys that as well. Oh, great, 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 Estelle. I'm so happy that you're doing well, and I'm doing great as well. A bit tired. I haven't been sleeping very well for the past few days, but it's okay. I'm sure I'll get a good night's sleep tonight. So we're going to just push through and get going. All right, so today I will be teaching you guys some French while we discover the Louvre, which is, of course, an internationally world renowned museum located in Paris, France. So let's get going, guys, and hopefully you will enjoy learning French while discovering the Louvre at the same time. So I'm going to again share my screen with you guys. So just give me a second here so I can get that going with you guys. All right, so here we are. So of course, this is one of the pages. It's not the main page of the Louvre, but we can go to the main page now. So as you can see, I set it to French because I just want you guys to learn, but you can set it to English, Spanish, and I assume this is Chinese Mandarin. I assume, but I'm not 100% sure. All right, but of course, since I want you guys to learn French, I've put it to French. As you can see, these are some of the things that we can discover. We're going there, right? So we won't go through all of this, right? Um, so you guys can visit it on your own. Obviously, I will be showing you guys everything, so you don't have to do that here and now. But I will put it in the chat so you guys afterwards can go ahead and look that up for yourself. So just give me a second here, guys. So there you guys go. That is the website for the Louvre. Okay. So the Louvre is how you say the museum site. So on top center here, Louvre, Louvre. Okay. So I don't know the origins of the name of the museum. That I have to look up at a different date and time, but I'm sure there is a particular meaning to it. The pyramid that you guys just saw a few moments ago is a recent addition to the museum. Well, recent. It's been there for a few years now. And a lot of people don't like it, including myself. I don't think it really. So that little pyramid thing here is something fairly recent, and it of course was featured heavily in the movie The Da Vinci Code. For those of you who watched that movie, it was a fairly important part of the movie, fairly important. But yeah, so we're going to get into it right now. Okay, so we're going to go click on this middle word, which is découvrir, discover, right? So, of course, they're telling you with this word that there's things here to, of course, discover, right? They have things here that they want to show you and for you guys to learn, including myself as well. So we're just going to click that, see what we can discover. So of course here they're talking about different aspects of the museum and the different things that you can discover and figure out while you're there, etc. Right? Of course, we have the famous Mona Lisa, which of course was featured in the very famous but unpopular music video by Beyonce and Jay Z, and other things that we can also discover. Right? So some of the exhibits that they have here as well, and all that, right? So we won't go through all of this, guys, because I think that would be long and boring and very tedious. But I did see something just a second ago. Yeah. So we're going to go through some of the collection of the museum. But before we do, we're going to learn this part here, this nice little paragraph, because it is talking about the collection of the museum of the Louvre, right? So, l'intégralité des œuvres du musée, the integrity or the collection of works of the museum, right? So they're giving you a little brief explanation of it, right? So we're gonna go this quickly because I just realized, it's easy. So la base des données collection présente plus de 480 000 œuvres du musée du Louvre et du musée national d'Eugène de la Croix, enrichie quotidiennement. Elle est issue d'un travail continu de recherche et de documentation mené par le personnel scientifique des deux musées. So I know I went through that very quickly, but I'm going to obviously do this very slowly so you guys will know that a little bit, right? So um, the first sentence, la base, so the base, the foundation of, right? De données. So the base of, how should I translate that? Um, the base of works in the collection, collection. Hello, hello, intellectual soapbox. How you doing? Thank you for being here. Thank you, M3, as well, for being here. I hope that you guys can spend a few moments with me learning some French while you guys watch this nice little painting of some a work that is found at the Louvre or the Louvre in the Museum of Paris. There you go. All right. So we're going to continue. So, la base des données collection, the collection of works at the museum, present is presents represents, I should say, is better the better translation, represents plus de 480 000, so represents more than 480,000 œuvres. So the before last word here, œuvres du musée of the museum, du Louvre of the Louvre, et du musée national and the National Museum, Eugène de la Croix, right? So that first sentence is la base des données collection présente plus de 480 000 œuvres du musée du Louvre et du musée national Eugène de la Croix. All right, so the collection represents more than 480,000 works of both the Museum of the Louvre and the National Museum de la Croix. Enrichi quotidiennement, so built up daily, enrichi quotidiennement. Elle est issue, elle est issue, um, It is done so by de travail continu, of tedious work, de recherche, so we're here guys, okay, de recherche, of research, right, et de documentation, et de documentation, and documentation, menée par, done by, le personnel scientifique, the museum staff, the museum of the two museums. So we're gonna go into it. Okay, guys. So I'm gonna stop sharing for a second, and then we're just going to go here. Thank you, Intellectual Soapbox. Yes, definitely, guys. If you can like and subscribe. Let me share my screen again with you guys here. So as you can see, this simple part is to, of course, look and actually find the different parts of the collections of the museum. So you can either search by if you have a particular word or whatever, or as you can see, you can scroll down and search by type, right? So since I have nothing in particular I want to look at, but I could put in, you know what, I'll put in Mona Lisa, right? And let's see what we find. And of course, we're going to find a whole bunch of different stuff, but that was fitted, right? And of course, you don't find the actual Mona Lisa, which would have been nice. Oh, but, oh, here's one, but we don't have the actual picture. So I'll just go with this one here, right? So this is something that we can, of course, we're going to put that, there we go. Excuse me. So we're just going to look at this nice little, right? Obviously, this is showing a very different aspect of the Mona Lisa, so a different portrait of it, right? So this is le portrait de Mona Lisa, la Jaconde. So the portrait of the Mona Lisa, the Jaconde, by François Eugène Augustin Brideau. Excuse me, guys. Excuse me. So this is, of course, we're going to repeat that sentence so you guys will learn. Le portrait, the portrait de Mona Lisa, de Mona Lisa. So, le portrait, so the portrait de, right, de Mona Lisa, right? We'll learn a little bit about this particular painting. All right. So it's gravé d'après Vinci, Leonardo da Vinci, right? So it's an engravement based on, of course, the work of Leonardo da Vinci. It was done in 1838, 1838, 1838, 1838. Okay. Let's go back here and see what else we can find. We're actually going to go through one of them. Let's go in the painting section, see what we can just scroll through and find. So lots of different paintings here, guys. Let's see what we can find that's interesting here. Okay, this one is called Le repos pendant la fuite en Égypte. Okay, so as you can see, this is a pretty fairly typical painting of something done in the 1700s. Okay, a lot of work for a very long time, guys, is religious works. Don't forget, guys, France is typically Catholic. Okay, so they're going to have a lot of their work uh, steeped into Catholic uh, imagery and Catholic symbolism, and so forth. Okay, so a lot of it will be about Jesus, about Mary, about God, etc. Right? So this is, of course, a representation of Joseph, Mary, and baby Jesus fleeing and their time in Egypt, right? So this is a fairly normal thing that you're going to see. They're going to describe the life of Jesus, obviously, and have, of course, everything referred to the Bible, which is, of course, why you have angels, you have baby Jesus, you obviously have Mother Mary, etc. Right? Oops, that went a little too fast, a little too down there. Okay, so we're gonna repeat the sentence here. So le repos pendant la fuite, pendant la fuite en Egypte. So the rest while fleeing in Egypt, right? So obviously this depicts, like I said, Mary, Jesus, and Joseph, and their time um, in Egypt, fleeing persecution. All right, and it was done by Louis Boulogne II, dit Le Jeune. So Louis II of Boulogne, said to be the younger, so he probably was, as you can see, Louis Boulogne II. So he was, his father was, of course, Louis Boulogne the first, the senior, the elder, right? Let's see what else we can learn about this particular painting. So as you can see here, it says signature, signé, daté en bas à gauche, L. de Boulogne, Fic, 1715. So signé, signé, signed, daté, dated, daté, en bas, on the bottom, en bas, à gauche, on left, so bottom left. Hey, Black Money Corp, how you doing? Hey, Great Farmer Freelance, how you doing, Shane? I hope you're doing better tonight. I hope you're feeling a lot better. I know you were sick a little bit and that you have to kind of recoup. So let's go back here. So signé, signed, signé, daté, dated, daté, en bas à gauche, on the bottom left, L. de Boulogne, so Louis de Boulogne, FIC, not too sure what FIC stands for, 1715, 1715. So he dated this and most likely created this in 1715. Is there anything else that we can learn? Not a whole lot. So that's basically, like I said, I'm not. This isn't one of my art reviews. So I don't know a whole lot about this particular painting. And okay, good to know that you're just chilling, Black Money Corp. No problem. Hope you're also learning some French with me. So yeah, so this is a little bit about this particular painting. Let's see if I can get it bigger. Yeah, there we are. Right. So of course you have little cherubims here and angels, etc. Now, for those of you, I know that this isn't what cherubims are actually supposed to look like. This is a very European version. I don't know what they're actually supposed to look like, but apparently this is not how they look. By the looks of this, this is maybe a fig tree or a date tree. I'm not too sure. Of course, we have an angel here. Not sure if that's the angel Gabriel or Raphael or what have you, but and again, angels do not look like this, right? So of course you have Mary with the baby Jesus, most likely Joseph here, and the donkey that has helped them to get to Egypt, right? And some food, they're being presented food and fruits, etc. Right? So we're gonna go and look at another painting here, guys, and see what else we can find. If there's any particular painting, guys, that you see that you want me to stop on and learn about, that's fine. But I'm just trying to find something that catches my eye here. Didn't really go through anything and say, oh, I have to, I have to show you guys this or else. I'm just gonna keep going until I find something that really catches my eye. Yes, pure pondering. It's definitely Eurocentric, very much. And I mean, that's pretty normal. I'm not expecting it. I mean, even here in Canada and the US, a lot of the work that we'll have in our museum tends to be very Eurocentric, unless it is a museum that is devoted to, African history or Black history or Asian or Latino history. But that here in obviously Canada, the US, Europe would be a very highly specialized museum. You're not going to find a whole lot of museums that do that. Um, Although I do appreciate the fact that the Montreal Museum of Fine Arts, because they revamped a few years ago, I think it was maybe now 4 years ago, 5 years ago now, I believe, they built a new pavilion and they moved a lot of the paintings from where they were at the time to that new pavilion. That new pavilion became the Peace Pavilion, and the Peace Pavilion is now devoted to the European arts in particular. And what was the European Pavilion at the time has now become the new spot for world culture, right? So that's where they have a lot more works displaying from other countries and so forth. Um, so you do see a lot more museums trying to really showcase artists not just from Europe or not white Europe, but also from other countries. But the emphasis still is, like it or not, unfortunately, fortunately, depend on your perspective on white Europeans or white people in general. Um, but hey, if you really want to have more work from other ethnicities, other religions, cultures, etc., make make it your how should I say this? Make it your business, right? Put your money where your mouth is, right? If that's what you want to do, right? Go ahead and support, African artists, Latino artists, Asian artists. Like if there's a group of people or particular artist that's not white European that you think, hey, this is would be fantastic. Even if it's just simply mentioning it to like in an official email, say, hey, I've seen this particular artist that I would love for the museum to showcase. Even just that, if they're seeing that a lot of people are requesting or that more and more people are requesting a particular artist, then there's going to be a higher and higher chance that they're going to feature it, right? The museums are there to serve us and not the other way around, right? So you have to make it clear, hey, I want other stuff than Eurocentric work, right? I want it to be more than just another Picasso, another, Rembrandt exhibit or whatever the case might be, you know. I was lucky enough to discover an African artist by the name of Omar Ba at the Montreal Museum of Fine Arts, right? So more and more museums are willing to take a risk, are willing to feature, non-white European, artists, but they're only going to take that risk if they see that more and more people are interested and are willing to spend money and take time to go see those exhibits too. So, like I said, put your money where your mouth is, right? And this goes, I'm not, trying to insult you, but this is, for anybody and everybody. If we don't take action, then nothing's going to happen, right? If we don't go to these museums and don't support, local artists, artists of different ethnicities, different religious backgrounds, whatever. None of that is going to happen. None of these individuals are going to succeed, right? So if you want more black people or Asians or whatever, you have to, you know, you have to mention it. You have to talk about it, right? You have to bring it and let them know, hey, yes, I'm willing to go see. Anyways, we're going to continue. Let's get to the next page. Let's see what else we can find here. Oh, this looks semi-interesting. That's nice little. Let's get a closer look at it. And this painting is called Une rue à Smyrne. So we're going to go through that slowly here. Une. So A, when it's une, U-N-E, that's feminine. Bonjour, Ricky Life. How are you? I'm glad to see you here, Ricky. So happy. So as you can see, this is my French lesson, and today I'm going to be in the Louvre for a few more minutes, showing you guys a couple paintings and teaching you French at the same time. So this is a painting called Une rue à Smyrne. So une is French. Most things have genders, right? So a table, a computer, a person, an animal has a gender. So une rue, so a street. Street is feminine in French. So une rue à Smyrne. So a street at Smyrne, right? So I'm not too sure where Smyrne is. I'll admit I'm not. My geography ain't that great. I'll admit to it, right? So une rue à Smyrne, and the line underneath here tells us date de création, fabrication. Let me go through that again. I'll repeat it. Date de, date of, création, création, of creation, fabrication, fabrication. So creation or fabrication, it's the 19th century, 19e siècle. So as you can see, somewhere in the 1800s, and it was done by Alexandre Gabriel Decamps. Alexander, Gabriel Decamps. Ooh, let's go back to that. Alexander, Gabriel Decamps. Yeah, I'm glad you find it cool. This is the collection. So the Louvre, like a lot of museums, in fact, like most museums, will have an online collection. Now, obviously, their online collection won't be of everything that they have, and of course, is not as impressive as seeing the museum in person, live, and live in color, as the saying goes, right? So, but it's fun when you can't, like me, can't afford to go to Paris, France, right here, right now. It's definitely a really fun thing to be able to see these works online at the very least. So let's see what else we can learn. Not a whole lot on this one either. Oh, let's do this. So the current location. Oh, they put it in English. Get back to French. Excuse me. So, localisation de l'œuvre, localisation, localisation de l'œuvre. So, location of the work. Emplacement, emplacement actuel, so current location. Sully, la salle Sully 1951. So the not office, but the Sully Department, Collection Georges Tommy Thierry. So, Collection Georges Tommy Thierry, who was born in 1823 to 1902. 1823-1902. So, he was born in 1823 and died in 1902. Thank you, Great Farmer. Thank you, Shane. Very nice of you. You transferred your sickness to me, Shane. How dare you? How dare you? No, I've been sick for a while. I know a bit. I know it's nothing to do with you, but yeah. But thank you. So yeah. So we're gonna look at one more. But I think we're gonna go and try to find something a little bit different. Let's see, get out of here. Let's see what else we can do here. Let's narrow it down here. The paintings. Let's see. Let's see. What can we? I'll narrow down on the Louvre lens to the 49. Just random, random selection. I have no real particular reason why I'm picking that. Okay, let's check this one out. I like the hairstyle of this girl. My goodness, ladies, are you guys gonna go with this hairstyle? Let's all sport this hairstyle, ladies. Come on. You stay away from me. You can't. You can't stay away from me, Shane. Just like you can't stay away from this girl's hair. My goodness. Can you imagine, Shane? Shane, would you love Crystal to come around with this haircut? I'm sure you would. I'm sure you would. Show her this video later. I want you to sport this haircut for me. Come on, do it, do it. Can you imagine? I don't know. Some of these hairstyles, I don't know if how anybody would walk around with that. Although I like the dress though. The dress is nice. But my goodness, that haircut. My goodness. My goodness. So we're going to, of course, learn a little bit of French and not just laugh at how other people. You love it. Oh my goodness. Can you imagine? TikTok needs to make this a filter and just like see like all the women just like, okay, go ahead, sport this, come on, do this as a TikTok meme. My goodness. All right, so how do we, of course, say this title in French? So, Portrait d'une femme de la cour d'Espagne. So, we're going to go through this together, guys. So, portrait d'une femme, of a woman, d'une femme, de la cour, of the court, d'Espagne, of Spain. So the full sentence, and I'll repeat it. Portrait, portrait d'une femme, de la cour d'Espagne. So a portrait of a woman of the Spanish court. It was created somewhere in the 1600s, and it was attribué à l'Espagne, the school of Spain, attribué à l'école d'Espagne, so attributed to the school of Spain. Juan Bautista Martinez del Mazo. Right? So that's who allegedly created this. So that's pretty much it for today, guys. Not a big lesson, I know, but just a quick one. I just wanted you guys to at least, get a little bit of French in today and also visit the Louvre at the same time. Why not? As you guys can tell, I try to do things a little bit differently every time I do a French lesson and not just repeat the same things over and over again. Hopefully, this wasn't too preachy, and hopefully, you guys enjoyed this French lesson. Oh, of course. Ooh, I'm gonna show it but I did forget to uh, include this little video I created as publicity for the French lesson. So I'll do it now. It's a little late, but I'd rather show it to you guys now than not at all. So I created this little video. So I'm just gonna show it to you guys now. A few seconds. Yeah. So that quick little visit, little video I forgot to include it before, but yeah, thank you for listening while you were at work, Pure Ponder. And again, I hope I didn't come off as too preachy or anything. But yes, I'm glad that you guys spent some time with me today, and I hope you guys learned some French. Thank you, Pure Ponder, and thank you very much. And I'll be seeing you guys tomorrow. I do have another video scheduled tomorrow where it's going to be me quietly reading Game of Thrones if I can find the book. I don't know where I put it. I still haven't found it. I hope I'm able to find it, or else I'm not going to be a happy camper. But I'm sure I have it somewhere in my room. So, anyways, I'm going to call it a night, and I hope to see you guys tomorrow for one of my lives, or at the very least, if Shane is feeling better, hopefully he will be live tomorrow morning, 7:30 Eastern Standard Time, but 8:30 if you're in Nova Scotia, like he is. So, or we can see each other on one of other people's lives or videos. So, hopefully, if you're pondering, you're going to create a video. Same for you, Ricky Life. I hope you're creating a video or a live soon as well. And I do know Black Money Corp, I'm there for all of your content. The intellectual soapbox is often found on M3 or relationship um, um, channel as well. So you guys are more than welcome to go visit each other's lives. And of course, we cannot forget Estelle of Family TV, who also is a fellow content creator. So don't be afraid to visit each other and check each other out. So have a great night, guys, and I hope everything is wonderful and great for each other. So have a good one, guys. Bye. Au revoir.